Good morning, Prep1. Today we are going to take novel. Round the World in 80 Days. Chapter 19 and 20. Phileas Fogg was in prison. They had taken him to the police station in Liverpool, and he was going to spend the night there. The next day he would be taken to London. At the moment of the arrest, Passepartout tried to throw himself on the detective. As for Fix, he had arrested Mr. Fogg because it was his duty to arrest him. Whether he was guilty or not, the law would decide the matter. In spite of the cold, Aouda had stayed outside the police station. Mr. Fogg had lost everything. Just as he was going to win, he had reached Liverpool at 20 minutes to 12 on 21st September. He had until 8:45 to get to the Reform Club. That's to say 9 hours and 15 minutes. And the journey to London was one of 6 hours. At 28 minutes to 3, a noise was heard outside, a noise of opening doors. He could hear voices. The door opened. Mr. Fix said, "Sir, forgive me, a mistake. Somebody you looked like the thief arrested 3 days ago. You are free." Phileas Fogg was now free. He went up to the detective. He looked him full in the face, and then, making the only sudden movement that he had ever made in his life, knocked the unfortunate detective down. After that, Phileas Fogg asked whether there was a train leaving for London or not. It was necessary to cover the distance between Liverpool and London in 5 hours. Phileas Fogg, having completed his journey around the world, was 5 minutes late. He had lost. Chapter 20, we will know that he had made a mistake in the day. On the Saturday evening, the 5 gentlemen had met at the Reform Club at 8 o'clock. When the clock showed 25 minutes past 8, Andrew Stewart got up and said, "Gentlemen, in 20 minutes' time, Mr. Fogg must be here or he will lose his bet." At the 57th second, the door of the Reform opened, and before the hand of the clock reached the 6th second, Phileas Fogg appeared, followed by a large crowd of people. Passepartout cried, "You have made a mistake of 1 day. We reached London 24 hours early, but we have only 10 minutes now." Passepartout took his master and pulled him out of the room to reach the Reform Club. The reason for the mistake is very simple. Phileas Fogg had made his journey by going east. As he traveled towards the sun, the days got shorter by 4 minutes every time he crossed one of the 360 degrees by which the earth is measured. In other words, while he saw the sun pass over him 80 times, the members of the Reform Club saw it pass only 79 times. Okay, now we are going to read the summary of chapter 19. When they arrived at Liverpool, Mr. Fix arrested Mr. Fogg. He was set in prison. Passepartout was totally angry. Aouda was surprised of what she saw. Mr. Fogg was sent to the police station. Aouda and Passepartout waited for him outside the police station. Now Mr. Fogg lost everything, his money and the bet. Later, Mr. Fix came to Mr. Fogg and apologized to him. He told him that the robber was arrested 3 days ago. Mr. Fogg jumped on him and went to the train station. They arrived late a day. Mr. Fogg lost the bet and lost all his money. Mr. Fogg and Aouda had a discussion together. She told him that about her feelings, and he said that he had the same feelings towards her and asked her if she accepted to marry her. Chapter 20, a mistake in the day. Passepartout did as what he was told, but when he arrived, he realized that it was Saturday, not Sunday. They were not late. He ran back to his master and told him what happened because they traveled going by the east, and the day got shorter. Mr. Fogg ran to the Reform Club. He wasn't loser. He did it. He traveled around the world in 80 days. He won 20,000 pounds. Okay, now we are going to read some questions with their answers. The law would decide the matter. Explain. After Mr. Fix had arrested Mr. Fogg, he said that the law would decide if he is guilty or not. How did Mr. Fogg make the mistake in day? Because he traveled through the east, that made the days shorter. So he saw the sun 80 times, but the members of the club saw the sun 79 times only. Okay, thank you.